think we're live. I'm not sure. Yo, anyone in the chat? Chat it up. Kasplex smart contracts. Let's get it. Dang, man. Who's hyped? Who's hyped and who's fudding? That's the real question. You want to see this thing launch smoothly? You want to see it watch and burn? Are you on the which side are you on? Alright, so we got 19 minutes. I think it's streaming. Yeah. Yeah, I got it. I got live streaming on X and YouTube, so wherever you prefer, honestly. So we got some. It's crazy because like the testnet explorer is still going at it. There's people still testing to the second, which is kind of wild. 464 transactions. Let's see who's testing right now. We got Fervent. This is a lending protocol. It's going to be the lending protocol on Kasplex, basically. I believe also Kaspa.com is going to have their lending protocol. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to launch, but I think they have it as well. So I got Fervent and Kaspa.com. And then that other one's going to launch on Igra. So yo, how's it going, my fam? Massive. Yeah, that was the test stream. My bad, booba. Booba. I love my booba. It's up. It's already up 4%. Dang. Okay, Kaspa. Let's get it. I got this little. Yo, we bounced. Kaspa bounced. Interesting. You know, I was saying, and I put out a clip. Like, I'll put out a video probably after this stream. Like, I'm not expecting much from, especially price action wise. I mean, sure, if the launch is an absolute fail, then okay, maybe there might be a little bit of a dump. But I mean, come on, how much worse can you get from the first KRC20 launch? How much worse could it be? So honestly, I'm keeping my expectations kind of low, so I don't get let down, basically. We need a nice green candle to 13 cents. Agreed, Marcus. Agreed. What's up, Freddy? Cascade. Yeah, that's the one. Cascade's gonna launch on Igra. Pump or sell the news? Honestly, I think it's just gonna be kind of like stagnant, if I'm gonna be honest. People are probably watching. I think big money is probably watching just to see what's up. If it's gonna be a fail, if it's gonna be successful. And I think they're gonna continue to see what's up. They're gonna like monitor. And they may also be monitoring and waiting for zero knowledge proofs to be integrated, because that's going to bring the trustless decentralized environment to Kasplex, which is very important. So honestly, I don't know when exactly USDC is going to launch and be integrated on this L2. Is it going to be integrated day one? Because Circle, I mean, they're pretty big. And yeah, especially now with the feds trying to pump stable coins as the new CBDC. It's crazy. It's honestly crazy. Yeah, it's wild. I was watching a video kind of explaining the whole thing, and I was shook. The Zeal airdrop, yeah, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna, I think, like, yeah, I don't know exactly how. I think it's gonna take like a month, maybe the first, at least for like the Nacho NFT holders. Is it after 1 month of staking they're gonna get their airdrop? Honestly, I'm not so up to date on the exact airdrop details. I just know Zeal is gonna airdrop tokens like month after month after month. Probably the first 3 months, I think, is going to be the airdrop for Zealous. Good morning, bending unit. Legend. Do you know when Igra Cascade said will jump on Kaspa? Yeah, Igra is planning, or at least they had been planning to launch Q4 2025. So basically, just before the new year, or maybe on the new year. Who knows? Maybe like December 20, like this December, January, by the latest. Kaspa will be king of stablecoin ecosystem and Rails. Absolutely. Like, Kaspa is meant that this is what those stablecoins are looking for. Something that's cheap, something that's fast, and of course decentralized. Like, I mean, it's crazy. A lot of people use, for example, or at least I used to use a lot, like XML, because it was so cheap. Like you use a lot of stablecoins, and you're like, wait, what are these gas fees? And because the blockchain, the network it's on is just terrible. Zeal airdrop 1 week after mainnet. Nice, nice. So yeah, literally with this whole thing, like, I mean, I'm not gonna be rushing. I mean, at least I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna just test it right off the bat, like this bridging and all that stuff. But I don't suggest you guys just like FOMOing the launch, FOMOing bridging because, like, why? Who else is naked? Oh my God, let's keep it PG, my friend. Anyone know the details on the Kaspa.com airdrop? Yeah, I know some details about Kaspa.com airdrop. So, okay, so basically, you gotta like, they're gonna be airdropping a lot of their tokens to people that have been using the Kaspa.com website, like, been trading on the website, the platform, the marketplace. They've been holding the NFT, but also Kaspa.com is going to airdrop their token to people that hold the top KRC20 tokens, like the popular ones. Nacho, of course, uh, Caspi, Kango, Casper, like Gold, like all those popular ones, all the top ones, they're going to be getting an airdrop. So if you have tokens from like the top KRC20 tokens, get those things off of exchanges, get those things in your wallet because you're going to be getting an airdrop. The exact details of that is like, so Kaspa.com is going to send those tokens over to the community wallet, the community fund of that project. And that project is going to decide how they want to disperse those tokens to their holders. So I'm sure you're going to get more info on that in the coming days, weeks. I don't know. How long do you think for the smart contract to bring in good fees for the fee market? It's really interesting. I mean, fee market is going to be activated instantly. It doesn't need to have a lot of use for the fee market to be activated. But for good fees, especially for miners, I don't know. It's like I wouldn't so much focus about the fees, but rather the number of transactions, the transaction volume. Because once you have good transaction volume, that's all that matters. You could have like super low fees with tons of transactions, and that's enough to pay the miners, especially long term. That's something that Bitcoin will never have. I have mine on Tangent. Should that be fine? Yeah, you're fine on Tangent. You're fine on Tangent. Except if you want to, play around with this whole ecosystem of Kasplex, Tangent isn't going to let you do that. That's why I highly suggest getting a Ledger. Ledger connects with MetaMask, which MetaMask is basically Casware. Like Casware wallet is fine and it works, but Ledger is integrated. It works with MetaMask, and MetaMask is like one of the most popular wallets out there. And you would just have to add Kasplex as a network on MetaMask, and then boom, you have cold wallet on the Kasplex L2. NachoNation represent. Let's get it, Sky Green. Yeah. So you already know. You got 10 minutes left. So what do you guys want me to test and stuff? Like, I mean, I'm gonna be keeping an eye out exactly what's going on. But let me know too with what you guys want me to test and what you guys want me to do. Nacho the cat. All right, wait. Hope you're wrong with what? Generally curious, doesn't Kaspa main website say no deadlines? Yeah, Kaspa's main website doesn't give deadlines. Deadlines for what exactly? Nacho the cat is in chat, yo! I'm a big fan. Okay, EVM compatible. I like Ledger. Don't connect your hardware wallet to a website. Yeah, the purpose of a cold wallet is you don't interact with apps. You don't interact with websites. Don't. So you gotta really like if you have a cold wallet, keep it cold. That's the whole point. Um, what does smart contracts even mean? How do we use smart contracts? Basically, it's like being able to program crypto in a way that you can use it for all these types of different applications. Like, for example, a lending protocol, keeping it all extremely decentralized and validated through Kaspa, secured through Kaspa blockchain. How do you use? Well, we're just going to be using Kaspa as gas fees, and then you're going to be, um, yeah. I mean, I'm not a smart contract developer, but that's like the gist of it. Everybody buy Kaspa. Let's see. Is there any? At least we pumped a little bit on like a micro time frame. Let's check the 10-minute. So hard to see. Well, it could be worse. Let me just say that. All right, this is all right, we're launching soon. But this is the 1000 day moving average. All right, this 1000 day macro. Okay, look big picture, we're at a support. Macro time frame. All right, trends will be moving upward as time continues. Don't worry about it. Okay? HODL, buy to HODL. 10 minutes to go. Let's go pop some milk bottles. Oh, doing a Kanta celebration. Oh my god. Nacho knows how to celebrate. Appreciate you too. I need to stake my Nacho NFTs. Not sure if we can do that now. Yeah, you can't stake your Nacho NFTs now because the Nacho bridge for these NFTs is not going to be live immediately. Only the cat bridge for KRC20 tokens is going to be live at launch. So you'll need to wait to bridge your NFTs. I think they're gonna use that to have the bridge for NFTs live or released in like a week or two. Forget exactly. Yeah, someone's streaming this smart contract. Yeah, we need some hype, honestly. Just jumped over from X, more chat action. Yeah, more chat action on YouTube. So if you guys are on X, I think YouTube's where it's at. Um, I like Ledger, don't connect. Yeah. Sorry if I'm missing some chat. 6 minutes to go. Let's see what's going on the test net. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like everything's running over here. Yep, 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 yep. Jump on YouTube for sure. I love the block tag green screen you got. Thank you. I was having so much fun playing with it. Try the background music at exactly 5 minutes. Okay, I'll do that. What are we at now? We're at 5 minutes. Oh my gosh. I think I did it too early. I'll take your word for it. I'll wait for the 5 minute mark. Yeah, we got Zeal, Fervent. The testnet is still going wild, which is crazy. KSPR. Yeah. A lot of people still testing it to the last second. Because, I mean, the more you test, it's going to be part of like an airdrop too. We got 5 minutes. All right. At the 5 minute mark, I'm going to play this song. It's the final count. Right strike. Rip. Unfortunate. Oh, right. Copyright strikes. Yeah. From Australia. Yo, what's good? From Brazil, Portugal. What's your predicted price action over the next 30 days? It's going to be, I think, higher than it is now. I just want us to see, I just want Kaspa to break 10 cents and to use that as a floor. That's gonna, I'll be happy if we can finally break 10 cents. And of course, higher after that. Bruh. From New Zealand, yo, what's good? What's good in the hood? We got 3 minutes left. 3 minutes and 40 seconds. T minus 3 minutes. Afternoon from Malaysia. Hey, what's good? All right, so Kasplex hasn't given any other info. So let's see what's good. Let's see with Cashware. I got my little Cashware wallet here. Manage extensions, update. Let's see. They may have to. They may do an update. I may have to manually add the EVM network. They have Kasplex testnet as a custom network already. So let's see. 2 minutes. Oh, well, technically 3 minutes. Lots of New Zealand peeps out here. Does ZealSwap work at L2 launch? Absolutely. I mean, it should. I'll definitely want to try it out. Got their website up and ready. See, I mean, I feel like it'll kind of be annoying if all these different applications don't even have their mainnet like platform ready. Maybe it's going to be launched in like a day or two. Who knows? But I'm going to try it out. I'm going to try them all out. 2 minutes. 3 minutes. Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, let's go. Greetings from Humboldt County. Yo, shout out Humboldt. Never heard of it, but sounds lit. Kaspa has the worst performance in the top 100. What's your opinion about that? Honestly, my opinion is that Kaspa is running on its own time. It's undergoing its own cycle. And we saw that. We saw that from inception that Kaspa was running at its own pace. Like it was literally born in a bear market, experienced its first major bull run during a bear market. Oh my god. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Just bought a few casts. I'm new to cast, but tell me the details. Yo, my friend, you're a legend. What's up with Kaspa? Man, Kaspa is the solution crypto has been trying to achieve forever. Okay, literally the security of Bitcoin, the scalability like none other. 6,000 times better than faster than Bitcoin. More scalable than Solana, more scalable than Ethereum, more scalable than everything, and the decentralization like none other. Yeah, decentralization is only going to improve as the network grows. More people, more nodes, it's going to further decentralize. But Kaspa is literally everything crypto has been trying to accomplish. Proof of work is extremely important too, because you only get the max security of a network with proof of work. How many casts a decent bag? I would say try to aim for at least like 30,000 Kaspa. That's just like my opinion for a decent like minimum goal, honestly, especially at these prices. Greetings from Guam. Yo, Manchester, England. 13 seconds. Oh my gosh, 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's go. All right, what's new? What's new? Do we have anything new happened? All right, we got an update from Kasplex. Let's check it out. Kasplex. All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? Zoom up. All right, smart contracts arrive on Kaspa L2. Kasplex, in collaboration with the Kaspa Ecosystem Foundation, KEF, has officially launched its zkEVM Layer 2 mainnet, bringing Ethereum-compatible smart contracts to the Kaspa network. This launch represents more than just a technical achievement. It's the first time that programmable dApps, DeFi protocols, and complex smart contracts can run on Kaspa. Huge. an ecosystem known for its ultra-fast layer 1 proof-of-work blockchain. For developers, it opens a brand new design space. For the Kaspa community, it's a leap into decentralized finance, tokenization, and beyond. Background: the foundation laid by Crescendo. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be reading a book here. Oh my god, should I read the book or should I just like test it? Should I read or should I test? Yo, happy Cass year. Let's go. Oh my word. Nexa's offering the same but larger range. Yeah, I'll go into a video with Nexa, all right? That's a whole other coin, whole other story. But I'm just saying I'm more bullish on Kaspa. Price stable at the moment, all good. All right, good to see, good to see. We like stable. Kaspa's the new stable coin. All right, that's cool. It means it's nothing terribly happened. Okay, so here's the chain ID. I'm gonna just start putting this into Casware. I don't believe Casware had an update. Let's see. No update for Casware. So let's manually add the EVM here, the network. Add custom. Oh boy. All right, we got the chain ID. This is one network name, which is like Kasplex Network. I don't know. What do they say here? RPC URL. Let's get that. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to read the whole book. Aren't you testing smart contracts? Yeah, I'm going to be testing it. So I need to get the network first. So I need to copy this network information to be able to test smart contracts. I'm just going to say, let's go, CasFam. Iconic. All right, so let's get to testing. What do I need? I need the RPC URL. I think it's this. All right. What else do we need? Input. All right, to put it in valid, we need to put HTTPS. So if it comes up like that, get a HTTPS in there. Currency symbol. I have no idea. All right, CAS. That's cool. That's cool. Sticking with the OG. Sticking with the original. Blockchain URL. Let's definitely get that in there. Okay. That should be everything. Kasplex Network. There we go. All right, now we need the bridge. To move, two-way bridge. Supports transfers from L1 to L2 to L1. So users can move CAS. All right, use them for gas. All right, this is what we need. Let's open this up. Put a bookmark. Curve, yo. Install the corresponding wallet first. Okay. Let's just see what's up here. All right, L1 to L2. This is the L1. I'm going to put the L2 address. Sorry if I'm missing some chats. Binance just listen. No, wait, get out, David. You can't be saying that. You can't be saying that. Binance did not just list Kaspa. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. You're freaking playing. I fell for it. GG's. All right, anything else? Let's go, fam. $200 in the year 2040. Agreed. $100 in year 2035. It's possible. It's literally possible. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see $100. $100 Kaspa in 2035. All right, so let's get back to it. What was I doing? I get distracted too easily. Curve. Let's get the address. All right, CAS. Here's my contract address. I'm going to receive. Here we go. Throw it in there. Amount CAS. I don't know. Honestly, do I start with like, I'm gonna put 20 there? I don't know if this is gonna, all right, I need to connect wallet. Casware. Let me try this. Yes. All right, so I don't need MetaMask. It's said to download MetaMask, but I don't need to if you have Casware set up correctly by the looks of it. All right, Connect wallet? No, it looks like I do. That's the L1 and the L2 won't let me connect. So I think I actually do need MetaMask. All right, let's just get this connected. L2 to L1. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna have to be making a MetaMask now. So if anyone that hasn't made it yet, well, this is how. Okay, you basically go to MetaMask.io. You look up MetaMask, and this is what comes up. MetaMask.io. Create a new wallet. Yo, I don't want you guys to be stealing my seed phrase. You won't steal, would you? OKX might list soon. Absolutely. OKX, Binance, even like literally Binance and Coinbase have Kaspa listed on futures. So of course they have Kaspa on radar. ETH is unlimited supply, so yeah, you right now. Not Ethereum, not gonna make it. That is the issue right now. What? They had to. Yeah. All right. So let's get back to doing some work here. All right. I'm gonna be flipping it to this screen so you guys can't steal my seed phrase. Create a wallet here. Let me just make sure you guys can't see, because that would really be funny if you're whoever steals my wallet first. Okay, let's get started. So I'm basically just making a MetaMask wallet right now. Get started. Yeah. All right. Sounds good. It's fine. Whatever. Continue. Fun fact, Kaspa can run on 100% core or 100% node. Bitcoin cannot. It can run on 100% core or 100% node. What does that mean? I saw your seed phrase. Bruh, stop kidding. You can't say that. You can't do that to me. I literally have the seed phrase screen up right now, so I'm like kind of freaking out. All right, so I need to double check this phrase here. Axis. Oops, I just said a word. I mean, what? All right, got it. Okay, wallet's ready. Installation complete. Let's go. Hey, let's go. All right, I'll come back. I'll return to showing my screen now that my seed phrase is secured. There we go. Enhance the reflection on his glasses. Oh my gosh. Yo, Adrian. Stop. That's fine. This is just a test wall anyway. If you guys want to steal my nachos, go for it. It should be a test account for this anyways. Yeah, it's just a test. I got a mil nacho. Nothing, it could be worth $1 million down the line. Nah. All right, let me add the custom network here again. Go to Kasplex tweet. All right, you want to bookmark this tweet because it's big. It has a lot of good info in here. Get the chain ID. Go to MetaMask. Enter network name. Kasplex Network. Chain ID. And where is it? RPC. And again, you have to add HTTPS. RPC name, nah. All right, currency symbols, CAS, blockchain explorer. Let me add that, helpful. HTTPS, you already know. There we go, save it. Sweet. All right, there we go, up and running. Receive Kaspa. Oh, snap. Kaspa's going back to 8 cents. I love it. It shows it up here. Pretty cool. All right, copy address. Let me check the chart real quick. And we're going to go back to curve. So this is the bridge. It's literally called curve. This is the bridge for the L1. This is for the bridge for Kaspa, okay? For example, Nacho has Cat Bridge, but Cat Bridge is for KRC20 tokens and soon KRC20 or KRC721 NFTs. This is for Kaspa. You need to use this to migrate to bridge your Kaspa to the other layer. I don't know if Cat Bridge can do it, honestly. I'm just gonna stick to this. So I'm gonna put my new address. Oh, I need to connect wallet still. Just reload. MetaMask. Hey, it popped up. Okay, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. All right, nice. All right, all right, all right. I'm going to start with, I don't know, 20 cas. Is that good? And I got my wallet address here. Submit. Okay. Transfer successful. Let me reload MetaMask. Nothing came up yet. So it's submitted. Like what address? It doesn't specify what address I should put. That's the weird thing. Like, no, you should say which address. Is the L2 address or is the L1 address? Because I put the L2 address. So hopefully that works. Let's see. Let's check Casware for a sec. Yeah, it took the Kaspa. I don't have, the bridge didn't work just yet. Anyone else testing this out right now? Let's see. Yeah, MetaMask is cool for options, but yeah, just Casware is nice. Yeah, so it looks like this bridge thing does need MetaMask. So, you don't need MetaMask. If only Casware is connected, it sends Cas to Casware L2 address. Interesting. But it wouldn't pop up Casware at this L2 wallet info, at least not for me. So that's why I was like wondering. I don't know. Maybe I had to reload it a few times. If it will, I've transferred $10. I will do it for you when you connect. Can you use Chainlist? There are Kasplex mainnet listed there. Can you just use Chainlist? Yeah, I don't know what's up with Chain. I never used Chainlist. I think Chainlist is like, I don't know. I don't even know. Is Chainlist for like developers or is it for users like us? Because yeah, I know they have Kasplex on here. Oh yeah, yeah, look at this. Connect wallet. So it looks like interesting. So I could connect Casware. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what you would want to use Chainlist for. Maybe it's a wallet? Like, I don't even know. Anything happened with MetaMask? Nah. How fast does the bridge happen? Do you guys know? The address is your MetaMask address. Okay, that's what I did. I put my MetaMask address. I put 20 cas. Estimate arrival 1 minute. It's definitely been a minute. Oh, you know what? Is this? Yeah, everything should be working. Let's check. So has it worked for anyone else out there? I'll try it again. Just cause. So the address I put. All right, so people saying Chainlist lists the information for adding networks and can automatically follow it for you. Okay, that's cool. Let me do that. Yeah, Caspium doesn't support L2 unless it's been updated. I thought they said they were going to update it, but like I haven't heard anything from Caspium in a long time. Yeah, Caspian was so cool though back in the day. It just stinks they haven't like been updating it. All right, let me just connect my Casware wallet. And now what? Add to MetaMask. Network switch to Kasplex. Huh. Well, I think it worked because I'm connected right now. C7, is that my address? Huh. Let's see. I've not heard anything new. I'm unsure if Dev's tied up with Sparkle. Yeah, maybe. I definitely heard Sparkle is like actually under works. Like seems like devs are still deving on Sparkle. They're just keeping it really low key. What was the smart contract part here? I need help understanding. Everyone has their KNS domains already. Yes, get your KNS domain. I'm scape.kas. So what's smart contract part? Smart contract is like being able to use Kaspa across different like applications. They're called DApps, decentralized applications. And they use Kaspa. They run on the Kaspa block DAG. That's what smart contracts allow. They allow literally anything. Like the programming crypto to do literally anything. You could do it's literally unlocks so much. That's why there's so many different projects and stuff on the EVM. All right, so what's going on here? Did anything? Yeah, I probably messed something up. Kind of stinks. Wait a sec. Wait, I have the 20 cast. It's in my MetaMask. F3. It says it right here. F3. Yeah. Here it is. Oh, it just loaded. Check that out. All right, that was a little longer than a minute, but are you guys selling the news? Bruh, get out of here. What are we selling? If anything, we're selling Kaspa to everyone else. Like, we're selling how good it is. Oh, yeah, bro, how about yourself? Daniel, Dan the man. Crypto J. You got some Nacho legends in chat. This is epic, honestly. Epic. Yo, check this shirt, though. Magic internet, it doesn't show it. Magic internet money. Kaspa. All right, so we got the CAS bridge finally working. We just had to wait. So if it's not working for you, just gotta wait. Like, all right, so I sent 20 CAS, but there's a 0.5 CAS fee. Okay, not bad. All right, where should I go test it now? Let me try Zealous. Let me update it. See if the page got updated or not. Launch testnet, it says. Looks like it's still on testnet. I don't know. We got KSBR, we got Caspa.com. All right, looks like over here might be working. DeFi swap. Wait, let me try this real quick. I don't know. Doesn't look like Caspa.com is working either. Is anywhere? Let's try it. Let's try out KSPR exchange. Nope. Literally everything's pointing still to the test net. Like, bruh. Daniel, isn't that still KRC20 though? Can I buy Nacho from an exchange without having to bridge it? Yeah, you could buy it, no problem, without having to bridge it. You could keep your Nacho or whatever on KRC20, no problem. Honestly, I suggest keeping it there because what's the rush? I mean, yeah, eventually it would be ideal to stake your Nacho on Zealous Swap Infinity Pool because you're going to be earning fees, earning from revenue. You're going to be earning revenue from Zealous Swap DEX, from trading fees on the DEX, and you're going to be earning revenue from Moonbound. Let's check out Moonbound. Launch app. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything is I think people are probably just making sure that everything is connected and everything's running. Because man, it took me a second to get this whole bridge thing set up. But it works. That's the cool thing. It worked. So we didn't have to hold our breath for that much, for that long. Cas might reach 9 cents soon. Yo, for real? Kaspa pumping? The infinity pool for Nacho is fire. What do you think of Caspium? Caspium is a great wallet, but it's not like updated at all. It doesn't have any of the latest features. It doesn't have KNS domains. It doesn't have KRC20 tokens. But yeah, Caspium is a solid wallet if you just want to use Kaspa and you don't want to interact. You don't want to use the layer 2 or anything. So that's my thoughts on Caspium. It's legit, but Nacho NFT two-way bridge will be live soon. Yo, that's the alpha. Dan, do we know when the NFT bridge will be live? Is it in a week or 2 weeks or just, my bad, it's not live yet. It will be launched in a few days. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, let me try out the Nacho bridge and see what's going on with that. Let me go to Binance. Imagine they were just waiting for the launch just to give them the excuse. I want to find that bridge. Here we are. Okay. I'm going to go to the cat Twitter, or X, I should say. Here's the bridge. Testnet 10, though. Let me, yes. Has been tested thoroughly, believed to be both working secure and audit. So the audit of the cat bridge is currently ongoing by a third-party audit firm. We expect completion inside the month of October. Yep. That's why you don't have to FOMO. There's no need to FOMO. Just hold on to your horses. Let's try out bridge.cat. Has anything been updated? No. Probably people are just, maybe they're asleep. Maybe they're just making sure things work. Thinking of a Kaspa tattoo on my face? Bro. Let's get matching Kaspa tattoos. Because Nacho, the whole community on there, once Nacho hits 10 billion market cap, literally half the community in Nacho is getting an ass tattoo. So you already know. Oh my god. Kaspa, Nacho, and Wolfie are leading the way. That's dope. How did you add the Kasplex network to MetaMask? I can't seem to figure it out, that part. I wasn't paying attention when you did it. All right, no problem. No problem. Let me show you. Because it seems like the bridge isn't... Is it live? I don't think so. Here, let me show you real quick. So you go to MetaMask, you have the extension. You could pin it, you could open it here, or you can full screen it, expand view. And let me just make sure you're watching right now. Like, you watching right now? All right, well, this is for you, Irvin Zamora. So you go over here and settings, or no, you go to network. You go down here. Normally it's on some sort of popular network, but you need to go custom network and you have to add custom network. Okay, then go to the X, of Kasplex. And you're gonna be, they just put out a tweet, a massive book of a tweet, which I still haven't read. I'll have to read it. I read like the first part and then I got too excited and I skipped a little bit. Yeah, there's some cool stats here I want to read. But you come down here and you get the info. Okay, here's the chain ID. Or better yet, you could even get it from chainlist.org. You search up Kasplex and it has the info you need. Here's the chain ID. You could click add to MetaMask and it adds it for you. So Chainlist is a pretty easy way to connect it to MetaMask. If for some reason Chainlist doesn't work when you click add to MetaMask, then you can just put this stuff in like manually. Just put Kasplex Network. RPC URL is right here. This one right here, and it also says on Chainlist. I believe it's this thing right here. You need the HTTPS, so don't forget that. You throw that in there, put the chain ID, currency symbol is CAS, blockchain explorer, it's optional, but where is it? It's on the X. It's explorer.kasplex.org. Again, you'll need to add the HTTPS. Okay, and that's it. And you just like, you know, add it, and there you go. And then you have the network. Okay, that's just what you have to do for these networks that are not considered popular. One day, very soon, we'll see it on here. You know why? Because what was that platform? Magic Eden? Yeah. Let's see what's up with that. Because you guys remember they had Casware on there. What's up with my browser? I just sent 2 cash from MetaMask to Casware EVM L2. Sweet, Paul. How fast did it work for you, Paul? Because for me, it was definitely more than a minute. It was like 5 minutes. Perfect, got it. All right, sweet, Irvin. Let me know if that worked. What's going on? Codex. What's up with Codex? I don't. Oh, yo, guys, watch out of that one Dex. It's called what? What is it called? I keep getting like tweets about it. They keep like spamming not just my like Twitter, but other people. It's called Dex something. Dex.cc. Do not engage with that. I meant to give everyone a warning about it. Just forgot. Um, don't engage with it. They've reached out to me in DM. So shady. The people that they're partnered with, apparently they got a $1 million venture capital investment. And I checked, and that venture capital literally doesn't exist anymore. They got bought out by like Binance or something like many years ago. So, and other partners like are not even like actual companies or venture capitals. Like they're just decentralized protocols that would not be able to partner with anyone. This is it. Do not engage with dex.cc. I beg you, do not. Okay. If they can prove themselves and after time they actually prove that they are legit, then fine, go for it. But I'm just saying it's throwing a lot of red flags, and I want you guys to be careful. Of course, this degen. So be careful with dex.cc, okay? They're literally trying to, like, I don't know if they're paying for all these promoters. They tried, like, DMing me asking if I want to be, like, some sort of collaborator or ambassador. I'm like, what? So I just kept on asking them questions, and it didn't add up. Here's Magic Eden, all chains. I want to see all chains. Log in, view all wallets. Here's Casware. Can you believe it? Let's see. Let me see here. Kasplex Network. Is it connected? Your wallet is connected to a supported network. Please update before continuing. Oh, network is not available. Please update. It is updated. Okay. Well, it looks like most of the sites, or basically all the sites, aren't yet updated to the mainnet. Because I mean, come on, it just literally released like moments ago. No biggie, no problemo. Let me know, guys, what's if any news comes out, if you see something from like a Discord or a Telegram. I went from L2 to L2. What? Can I get a call with you? I'm not tech savvy. Man from Bogota. Sure. What's good? What's up? My friend is asking me if a bag of 630,000 cas is enough. Dude, it's enough. I assume that's 630,000 because it's the dot, and here in the US we use commas. But no, 630K is more than enough, Kaspa. Yeah. What else did I miss here? What else did I miss? I just sent 2 cash from MetaMask. So yeah, this is an interesting bridge here. It works, and that's what matters. Let me try L2 to L1 because I saw someone said L2 to L2. That doesn't like exist. Okay, so this is my Casware. Let me send 1 cas. Bridge fee is 0.005. Does it? Yeah, it looks like the bridge fee is just a percent. It's not actually a cas amount. It's like what? 0.5. Yeah, 0.5% fee. All right, let's submit 1 cas. It's, you know what? How low can we go? All right, it must be greater than 1. Fine. We go from Casware to MetaMask to Casware. Let's see how long this takes. I'm just gonna guess it's gonna take quicker. It's gonna be faster than the L1 to L2 because L2 to L1 it just has this smart contracts just allow things to work like easier, more efficiently, better. Let's see. How fast? Well, it sent immediately out from the MetaMask wallet. Let me reload the page here. Yeah, there it is. Pretty instant, honestly. Yeah, there it is. All right, cool. Let me try one more time now, going to L1 to L2. Cas amount, 1 cas. So why not? 0.5 fee. Oh, look at that. Looks like there's a set. It's always 0.5 when you're going to L1 to L2. Okay. Let's see how fast it goes. Estimated 1 minute. Okay. UTXOs all got merged. And we're waiting over here. EVM. It's weird. The EVM shows nothing. I don't know if I have to reload the page or not. Yeah, we're still waiting. I feel like this is already slower than the L2 to L1. Try transferring. Let's see how much time it takes again. Is 1 million cas enough? Oh, man. Is $1 million enough? Is $10 million enough? Is $100 million enough? Not for real. Who thinks Kaspa is going to go to $100? Raise your hand. Yeah. I have 35,000 and can't get enough. Investing every cent I get. Nice. 35,000 is a solid number of Kas, honestly. Solid. Look, I'm still waiting on the L1 to L2 transaction. Yeah, still waiting. Sent 1 Kas, and it says 1 minute. That's, sorry, but that's not a good estimate. It's already been a minute. Yeah, we're waiting on that. So it's definitely a lot slower going from L1 to L2. L2 to L1 is fast, which is cool, and it's good to see. Kasplex launch live? Yeah, the Kasplex launch is live. Zeos. Did I say that right? Xeos. Mainly, like a lot of people are chilling on YouTube. So if you're on X, you can hop on YouTube. The party's over there. I'm not touching anything for a couple weeks. That's smart, Burke. Honestly, that's smart. But I'm stacking the dexes, Zeal and Codex. You have to stack the dexes. One of them will be cake. Will one of them be cake? Or will multiple ones be cake? Because cake is like the dex, the largest dex, the leading dex on BNB, Binance Smart Chain. And of course, well, it's doing very, very well. Excellent. Yeah, Zealous could certainly be it. I have not done any research on Codex. I thought I saw Caspador sharing some like reservations about Codex. Caspador. Okay, so like I don't know, man. Wait, what? Here. Let me see if he mentioned it. Codex. No, did I spell it right? Let me just look up Dex. Dex. Okay, I don't know. I think it was Caspador. He mentioned something like recently, I thought. Maybe not. Just be careful with those projects and dexes that are just not very like well known and stuff. Maybe Codex is fine. I don't know. What else is good? 2.5 million Kaspa. Bruh. We got a shark in these Watas. I have 2.5 million Kas. Hope I can retire with it. Dude, what do you mean hope? What do you mean hope? There's no hope. That is a fact. You will retire very comfortably with 2.5 million Kaspa. It just comes down to like having so much Kaspa just allows you to be more flexible of when you want to like cash some out for an early retirement. That's all it comes down to. Like that's why I say 35,000 or 30,000 Kaspa is good, is solid. Long term, if you can hold that 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, think about it. $100 per Kaspa, boom. $50 per Kaspa. I mean, it's gonna, the Kaspa is worth $1 trillion, multi-trillion dollars. You guys don't understand how bad the debt markets are in fiat. Like, you don't understand what's going on. Maybe you do. Literally, there's like over $30 trillion that is going to be moving from the dollar and from fiat currencies. More than 30 trillion. It's like, I mean, with that's just with the dollar. The dollar is like 32 trillion. I don't know. That is all. I mean, all of it is going to have to move somewhere. It's going to be moving to Bitcoin, to Kaspa. I mean, Bitcoin is not even going to last, on my honest opinion, in the next 10 years, going to be honest. The security budget is not there. I was having a discussion, a very cordial discussion with Grok about the Bitcoin security budget, and it literally agreed. Yeah, there's some something there. There's some risk there. Like long term, it's not risk. It's just, Grok is, AI likes to be very careful with its wording. It said something like, yeah, there's some controversy there about what can happen long term. But but Grok was like, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And that's basically what a lot of the Bitcoin people are like. We'll see. They like it and they blindly believe it, when literally Kaspa solves all of their issues. Kaspa Finance said mainnet launch. Yeah, we're mainnet launch. Okay, Kaspa Finance, is that like a DEX or something? Kaspa Finance. Let me check them out on X, because I saw some stuff from them. I wasn't sure, I'm not sure. Like, they were botting their socials. I wasn't so crazy about that. But then they're teaming up and got a lot of partners. So let's see. Testnet. Let's check out their main website here. Let me check some other sites. Let's go back to Zealous. Anything new? Still looks like it's on testnet. Kaspa.com. So many tabs open now. Here's Kaspa.com. Their DeFi swap is not, it's just showing a black page. Okay, Kaspa Finance. Welcome to the blockchain. It says it's on testnet. Try testnet. So I don't know what's up with that. 100 is 100,000 Kas enough to retire in 2030? 2030. Wait 1 sec. Let me check. I want to check the blockchain explorer of Kasplex. I literally put it into MetaMask. So, let's go back to Kasplex. I forget what the explorer. I think it's Kasplex .org. No, I forget. Yeah, 100,000 Kaspa. That's a ton, of course. In 2030, that's 5 years from now. All right. I absolutely believe Kaspa is going to be well over $10 in 5 years. Like, I think it can more reasonably reach around $30 in 5 years. So 100,000 Kaspa times 30, 3 mil, $3 million. Is that enough to retire? I think so. But are you going to be selling? Are you going to be selling at for that $3 million, which is just going to continuing to be a rug? The dollar is a rug. It's a slow rug. Okay, let's go to the bridge. No, let's go to the Explorer. I want to see what's going on the Explorer. Maybe I could see some what the transactions are. It looks like it's just a bunch of native bridge transactions. I want to see if there's like a D app that's being run. What's up with Fervent? That's another one I didn't check out. Fervent Finance? I don't know. Let's check here. Is it called Fervent? Yeah. Let's see. So what's good in the chat? All right, so worst verse, you will become a billionaire and enter. Yo. What? How much does worst verse have? How much Kas? How much did you say? Did you say 150 Kas? 150,000 cash, but holding since 2022. Yo, Florin, you're a legend. You're an OG. That's dope. 80,000 Kas, but enough. Certainly it's enough. Okay, literally, I think 30,000 is enough if you can hold it long term. So if you have more than that, then you're like literally able to cash some out sooner than you could if you had less. So, like, yeah, that's what it comes down to. Bollinger Bands are so tight. Yeah, they're tightening up. This is very bullish to see. As they get tighter, it's going to be tighter and tighter. It's basically like a signal for an explosive run, and of course, it's going to be an upward explosive movement. There's a lot of room. It's nice. We bounced from this low of 7.5 cents. Honestly, because look, this was the bottom at 5 cents, basically 5.2 cents. All right, and now this was the bottom at 6 cents. So the fact that we didn't even drop to 7 cents is bullish. Again, look at these these Bollinger Bands. It's touching down to them, okay? It's a higher low, extremely bullish setup. Extremely bullish. This is a double bottom right here. Let's see if we hold it. It'll be fantastic if we bounce from this level, and it looks like we are. We bounced from that 7.5. I think it went just below 7.5 cents. It caught a lot of liquidity there. A lot of people got liquidated. Fervent Finance, launch app. Testnet. Send us to the testnet. Bruh, I want to go on mainnet. Give me an app that's on mainnet. Anyone release a smart contracts D app on mainnet? I'll test it out. What's up? What's the chat saying? Let me check the blockchain explorer, see if I see any interesting transactions. Where's the blockchain explorer? Let me just get it up here again. This is a legendary tweet. Oh, here it is. Oh, 14,000 views already. Okay. Blockchain explorer. This is what bots do all day, every day. We got coin transfer. Okay, so that's cool. That's like the only other thing you can do. You could send Kaspa to another address. That's good. It's good as long as that works. The fee was low. Look at that, 0.04. I wonder what's the TPS. Let's check out cas.fyi. TPS is 20. So it's being used. The block DAG is being used, but it's not even, it's below 1% of its total utilization. Like it can go so much, it can accommodate so many more. Oh, check it out. They got the Kasplex L2 transactions shown here. That's pretty cool. Yo, we got a whale. Who was that person that said they had 2 million or 2.5 million cash? Is this you? Is this you, man? We got a $2 million transaction. Dude. Someone just sent their cast to uphold. All right. Yeah, 93.17. Should I check out Casp Analytics? Or how about Casp Media? Caspmedia.org? Did you guys see the analytic page on Casp Media? It's like actually really cool. Caspa Analytics. How do I get there? What's going on? Chat. What's your price target for this bull run? All right, you got to define the bull run, okay? Because like literally Bitcoin has been in a bull run. Kaspa has been in a bear market. So like bull run for Kaspa, bull run for altcoins that are not in the top 5, not in the top 10. I think Kaspa is going to have its own bull run, its own cycle. And this could absolutely put Kaspa to everyone's price target. Everyone thinks Kaspa is going to reach like $5 up to $10, as low as $1. I think that is going to literally happen. Do I know when? No, I don't know exactly when, but I think it's going to happen in the new year. Okay, when especially after all this Igra Labs comes online, after VProgs might even come online by the new year, 2026. Dagnite might even come online by then. And even by then, we'll have zero knowledge proof. So once we have all this technology, big money is going to be like, all right, this is legit. Time for me to dip some toes into Kaspa, and they're going to send it. They're going to absolutely send it. Exchanges are going to be comfortable listing Kaspa too, because everything is released. They don't have to wait for another major update. Everything's going to be on the table. That's going to be one, like they're going to, it's basically easier for exchanges to list Kaspa once everything is out. They can list Kaspa on multiple networks. They could list Kaspa L1. They could list Kasplex L2 and Igra L2. That's why I think like they're either going to list Kaspa shortly after this Kasplex launch, or they're going to list Kaspa after the Igra Labs launch. So that's my two things. Like my thoughts. It's either now or Q4 2025. Do you predict Kaspa will hit $1 in January 2020 in January 26? Yeah, it's certainly possible. Certainly possible. We have enough time for that. I don't think it's gonna hit straight to $1. I think it's gonna probably hit like below $1, because you already know a lot of people are gonna, a lot of those early holders are probably gonna be selling at $1. So I'm thinking like maybe 70 cents, and then we'll drop back down a little bit, and then we'll pump right through $1. Gonna liquidate a lot of shorts as well. It's gonna be a good time. Fun fact, Kaspa reached 2 billion market cap with no marketing or advertisement. Now, that is a fun fact. Very fun. Did you buy Bitcoin or Ethereum? Please tell me you did. Nah, fam. I mean, yeah, I was in the Ethereum trenches back in the day, back in 2021. But nah, I'm a Kaspa maxi. I've been a Kaspa maxi for too many years. So Kaspa Analytics. I think it's analytics.casmedia.org. .com. This is how I get hacked. Yeah, here we go. .com. These charts are awesome. Check it out. If you saw my video, one of my recent videos, I was like explaining every single one of these charts. Short long-term holder. All right, this is epic. Check this out. Check it. Long-term holder realized price. It creates a macro support level. Kaspa price bounces off of it. You can't be more bullish, honestly. Let's check short term. Short term as well. Once the Kaspa price is below the short term realized price, it's a bullish time period. It means these short term traders are underwater. They are net negative. That means they're more likely to hold. So yeah, right now is a perfect hold and buying opportunity. Let's check the charts over here. You know, Kaspa is not doing much, as kind of expected. Like, you know, this isn't a pump opportunity. It's more so just laying the foundation for the long-term pump. So this is good to see that Kasplex didn't botch the launch as they did with KRC20, which is awesome. Oh my god, I totally forgot about my bridge. I forgot to check it out. Where is it? Did it even complete? I forgot about my bridge. Yeah, it completed. Let me send another one. Let me send another CAS to the L2 and try to keep better track of how long it takes. Because I want to see. It doesn't take a minute. It did not take me a minute the first 2 times. I'll even like reload the page. Yeah. All right, so I was able to get 100,000 CAS, but my goal was 1 million, but I think I'm gonna wait till his bull run is over. How many tokens? What do you mean? I was able to get 100,000. That's amazing. 100,000 is awesome. I know everyone's goal is like 1 million CAS, but trust me, everyone's goal is soon going to be 100,000 CAS. But even right now, honestly, the goal is 100,000 CAS. But a lot of people are trying to hit that 100,000 mark. The delay is caused by MetaMask. Yeah. Makes sense, actually. Because going from the L2 to L1, it sends so fast. Because Kaspa is so fast. Going to L1 to L2, well, it gets out of the Casper wallet like quickly, but seems like just the whole MetaMask EVM is a bit of a bottleneck, perhaps. I don't know. Did I send a Cas? I think I did. It doesn't show that anything's sent. Might have to wait longer. But yeah, that's what's up. Anyone become a dolphin? I'm at 35,000. I just want to get to 70,000. Honestly, that's just the trouble. You're always gonna want to get one level higher. I was there too. Like, you know, always trying to get that next. You always want more Kaspa. You can never have enough. Check, does Kaspa Finance show your Kas? Like, what do you mean by that? I mean, Zealous isn't even online yet. Try connecting. Yeah, I mean, I could try the test net if you guys want me to. I could go over to the test net. Dolphin crew represent. Let's get it. Yeah, dolphins. Don't underestimate them dolphins. They may appear cute, but nah, they're super smart and they're deadly, especially in a swarm of them. They'll probably take out a few sharks. I want to check out Kas Analytics. I spelled that wrong. I spelled that terribly wrong. Kas Analytics. And I'll combine the two. Oh. Here it is. Kaspelytics. Oh man. There we go. DAG tip visualizer. I mean, you already see the visualizer. It's on loop though. All right, let's check out the percent the HODL waves. Yeah, I mean, I could try the test net, just to play around with the test net if you guys want. This is so crazy. Inactive supply over this past 6 months, I think it might be at an all-time high. Approaching 60% of the entire supply has not been moved in the past 6 months. What the heck? No, that's wild. Hasn't been moved in over a year is 35%. 35% of the entire Kaspa supply has not moved in a year. You don't see this for many coins. Kaspa is like, Caspians are really in that HODL mode because they know what Kaspa is. It's proven. It's literally proven. Dagnite is proven. The math is proven. It's proven on paper. Yeah. The white paper was released a while ago. So you had a lot of people stacking Kaspa, knowing where it's going to be. And now Dagnite is finally, like, what did Michael Sutton say? Michael Sutton gave an update. He said Dagnite is already taking shape. Initial implementation. vProgs prototype, Rust prototype is in progress as well. That's huge. Okay, because like honestly, it seemed like a dream that would never fulfill. But now it's like at our fingertips. Like I really think they're trying to aim for Q4 2025. I really do. I think they're trying to get in these Dagnite and vProgs by the new year. That's just my opinion. They haven't given like an ETA like that. They said an ETA of maybe like 1.5 years, 1 year, perhaps less. But I really do think they're trying to aim for as soon as possible because Kaspa needs transaction fees. Miners need transaction fees, especially with the emission schedule being so fast. We don't really have so much time to waste. Yeah, Kaspa's still doing fine. Miners are still extremely profitable, especially the newest ones. Like miners from a year ago just like aren't profitable. I don't think they're profitable. If they are, it'll be very close. Not from a year ago. I think from like almost 2 years ago, about 1.5 years ago. Those miners are, yeah, but that was like almost like that was over a year ago. Now with the new miners, they're very profitable. It just like, it's just not ideal to buy miners at these prices. It's better just to buy Kaspa at such a cheap discount, at such a great discount, cheap price, because miners are good for a period of time like this. There's a lot, like, so basically from a year ago, those people that were mining Kaspa, well, they did very well. They timed it, well, whether they timed it or not, they could have been selling their coins and whatever, making good profit and buying back in at lows, or just holding. Because the thing about miners, Kaspa miner, is that it's perfect for when there's a consolidation period, because it takes a prolonged amount of time to get your Kaspa. So basically, think of it, you pay like, what, I don't know, $5,000 or $1,000 for a Kaspa miner. You're going to get that $1,000 back, and maybe you're going to get like $1,000, 500, $1,500 worth of Kaspa in this entire time frame. Okay, but what if Kaspa just pumped 10x? And you put $1,000 before the pump, then you would have $10,000 of Kaspa. So that's why it's better to buy Kaspa at lows than it is to mine Kaspa. That's just the whole thing behind mining and buying versus buying the coin straight up. Honestly, just buy Kaspa straight up. At these super lows, at these extreme lows, you can't get a better deal. But no, I mean, I'm not trying to hate miners or anything. Miners are essential to the network. And honestly, it's like a hedge against price action as well if you mine. Because if the price does consolidate and if the price goes low or if the price stays stable, then mining is more profitable than just holding the coins. So it's an interesting thought to bubble. Have you seen Kaspa map? Adoption is moving forward. Yeah, I have seen it. Let me take a look at it. I just saw it on X floating around. What's the URL? Kaspa map? Huh. Oh, here we go. This is so cool. So I've seen like the node map, like all the Kaspa nodes. I think you could see it here on Cast.fyi. You can literally see all the active nodes. I really want to get a node running. I haven't been able to. I haven't, gotten just the focus to do that. I'm just always like doing something else, my free time, trying to make a video. But I should make a video on like setting up a Kaspa node. That'll be cool. We need a Kaspa node in Africa. Like I was just talking to someone in Tunisia, but like the hard thing about Africa, or at least some of these countries here, it's like crypto is literally banned. So that's why it's hard to do it. Of course, people still use crypto, but it's kind of like a black market type thing. They use it, but like, so you can imagine people's concern running a public node because, I mean, crypto's illegal. So then you have a public node pointing to your general location. I mean, they don't have SWAT or anything, but yeah, it might just not encourage that type of stuff. Even for example, with China, it's like, I don't think they would allow a Kaspa node to even work publicly because they have like that huge firewall for the whole country. But we see some in one in Taiwan, or a few in Taiwan, I don't know. One in Taiwan. These are public nodes, by the way. So it's different than private. You could run a private node and it doesn't show up on here. So there's a lot more. Of course, there's a lot more private nodes that just don't show up. But you can't connect to a private node. That's why it's recommended to use a public node so other people can connect to it. And this is the decentralized nature of the block tag. There's like, look at them. Think about it like data centers. There's just so many data centers. You knock one out, there's still so many out there. I thought I saw one that was like really cool. Yeah, this is the only one in South America. Just crazy. One in the middle of, not in the middle, one there. But yeah, we need a Kaspa node in Africa. So if you're in Africa, if you know people in Africa, try to encourage them or just ask them if they're willing to have a node in Africa. Yeah, there's definitely a lot more private nodes. Key microgrid should resolve a lot of that utilizing Kaspa mining to local nodes. The key microgrid grids? Kaspa key? When you say that, do you mean Kaspa key? Kaspa Kai? Kaspa, I don't know if it's key or Kai. Yeah, that'd be crazy. because Kaspa, I'll just say Kaspa, they want to use that whole microgrid, like use that whole like energy grid, utilize like the energy exchange built on Kaspa. So all these transactions are going to be running on Kaspa. So you're going to be able to trade electrical energy or whatever at rates that you normally couldn't, like microtransactions that you normally couldn't. Christian Ludwig says $37 Kaspa in 5 to 6 years. Honestly, I like that prediction. But yeah, I definitely like that prediction. 5 to 6 years, $37 Kaspa. It's definitely possible, I think. I mean, of course it's bullish. It's very bullish. It's not like a conservative prediction. But I mean, we're all extremely bullish in Kaspa. There's no other reason why we're all here right now. A lot of power issues in parts of South Africa, having local brownouts, so they'd have a lot of up and down using their existing grid. Yeah, Kaspa Industrial Initiative. Yeah, that's a great point, actually. Having a stable electrical grid, yeah, that's huge. And the electrical grid, there's so much potential for Kaspa. Being the infrastructure for that electrical grid, being able to provide electricity on demand as needed in the form of microtransactions, being the rails not only for stable coins, but here for electricity itself. Wild. We are so early. Yeah, not a single node in Africa. No, correction. Not a single public node. Hey, I see me on the map. Yo, that's dope. That's awesome. That's so cool. It's literally like a flag, a Kaspa flag. So let's check out Kaspa map. Oh man, I forgot about my bridge. I keep forgetting. Here's Cassia. Send me a message. I'm scape.kas. It's pretty cool. Some guy was like sending me so many some pictures. It's kind of annoying though, because like I have this app on a different browser and I put it on, I like signed out, signed in. I don't have all my messages. That's the one annoying part. You have to like export messages and import messages if you want to save them. Here's Curve. Yeah, sent the Kaspa. I just don't know exactly when. Let's check the activity. EVM. Token view. Doesn't look like... Oh, I need to go to MetaMask to see. All right, let's check tokens, Kaspa. It doesn't show activity in MetaMask. That's kind of annoying. I'm sure all this stuff is going to be updated in time. Wolfie's Bar is opening up a new franchise in South Africa. Yo, no way. Is that for real? They have the best RWA project on Kaspa. They probably run a node in Africa once a new establishment is done. That's huge. Guys, I just ran my own node, but it's not showing up on the node map. Why? You have to make it a public node. It's like a different setting. Like there's definitely like I think Kaspa Silver has like a YouTube tutorial. I'll definitely make a tutorial on it, on running a public Kaspa node and private if you want. I tried back in the day, but my computer was just like not good enough. Wait till ZX, Warp Core, and Gigawatt. David, those three, oh my gosh. Like that's what I'm talking about for application for Kaspa. There's so much application. And Kaspa Kai is just like the tip of that. Imagine when more institutions start coming on board. Eric Junis has been saying about talks with CDC about listing Kaspa, so maybe we see that soon. CDC, crypto.com. Yeah, that'd be wild. That'd be so awesome. Crypto.com, I think, works in the US, if I'm not correct. If I'm correct. Because crypto.com used to not work it used to work in the US, and then for a period of time, it stopped working, and now I think it's working again. So that'll be really great exposure for Kaspa, because it's a large exchange. It's not as large as Binance or Coinbase, but it's still a very big one. Is anything exciting happening on the blockchain? Let's see. Native bridge. Kai tokenizing a green hydrogen plant on Kaspa. Olive chain proving all supply chain in logistic work. Yeah, the supply chain thing is huge. Honestly, I want to see not just like, literally every single business owner will be able to use Kaspa as their supply chain for their supply chain and logistics. It's decentralized, it's fast, it's efficient, it's there, immutable on the block DAG. All of it is going to be awesome. Yeah, RWA. What does RWA stand for again? I kind of forget. All right, let's check. Here's the blockchain explorer, the latest transactions. We have coin transfers working. We have contract calls working. And that's all I'm seeing so far. So, oh, token transfer. Yeah. Wait, this is interesting. Okay. WCAS. It looks like, I don't know. WCAS. This is the first token transfer I saw here. So I saw Kasplex mentioning WCAS. This is the wrap version of Kaspa, which is interesting because literally Kasplex has Kaspa. So why do we need a wrapped version of Kaspa on Kasplex? Kind of strange. Maybe this wrapped version is just so it I think they explained it. They said something like it's just for let's see what they said here. It's just it's a standard smart contract with 9, the widely used ERC20 wrapper for Ethereum that enables seamless integration with DEXs and DeFi protocols. Okay, that's cool. I think that means you could use WCAS for other exchanges. Like, is that going to be able to work on Uniswap, for example? Probably, right? Because it seems like that's more of a thing for Ethereum compatible, like people that are currently on Ethereum instead of Kaspa. I think that's the whole point of this WCAS thing. I wonder how do you get that though? I mean, I'm not interested in WCAS. I mean, if we have Kaspa, why do we need WCAS? Because here's the Kaspa token itself. I'm not sure why you would want to have WCAS. I don't know. But maybe it's just a thing to be able to be more cross-compatible across layers of Ethereum, perhaps. How high will it go by end of this year? Dude, I think Kaspa can really blast off. I don't know if it's by the end of this year. Okay, so I think by the end of this year, there's going to be a lot of development, launching and releasing that can absolutely power adoption on Kaspa DeFi. And that in turn will power the price, will pump the price. So first we need adoption on the decentralized ecosystem of Kaspa. And once we get that, the price is going to pump a lot. So we also have tier 1 listings, of course, and that's going to also be another large exposure for Kaspa, and not just exposure, but like also legitimizing Kaspa. You can't even imagine CZ putting some comment finally underneath a Kaspa post being like, oh, potential. 4. I have 4 Kaspa. Kaspa will fly Q1 2026. Honestly, that's what I'm thinking. I think that's 2026 is going to be a huge year for Kaspa. And I think also for altcoins as well. It seems like this whole cycle for altcoins season and whatever you want to call it, just seems like it's a bit delayed. It's pushed back a little bit for whatever reasons. Kaspa's doing good. It's moving upward, 7.9 cents. And yeah, nice bounce, honestly. We'll see. It may have to consolidate at this floor for a little bit, but it's good to see. This candle right here was very nice. This daily candle today. I feel like if Kasplex botched their launch, this could have been a red candle right here, and we would have gone to new lows. Just kidding, just kidding. If Kaspa price hits $10 in 5 years, your future self will thank you. Absolutely. If Kaspa doesn't hit $10 in 5 years, Kaspa failed. Let's be honest. Of course, I absolutely believe we're going to see $10 in 5 years. Absolutely, as a minimum. I think it might be a floor for Kaspa. $10 Kaspa. Like, what is that market cap wise? I kind of forget. Is that like 100? What? Like 150 billion, or is that like 200 billion market cap? I mean, I could just do the math right now. Kaspa's at what like 2 billion right now. It's at 7. It's at like 8 cents. So if we see what, $10 divided by 0.08, 125 times the price action, and oops, times, I think Kaspa's at like 2.1 billion market cap. I don't know. Yeah, it gets around to 250 billion market cap. That's so doable. Especially you have to keep in mind, imagine the dollar in 10 years from now. Imagine the dollar in 5 years. It's literally capitulating. It's not going to make it in 5 years. In 10 years, the dollar is going to continue to fall at a faster and faster rate. The dollar is worth 32 trillion, or trillions and trillions of dollars. All of that is going to enter crypto. They're going to be using crypto as a way to basically save the US from collapse, from the unsustainable debt. Crypto is the only solution. They're currently, like, the US is currently using stablecoins as a way to slowly, inject basically like CBDCs, okay? That's what stablecoins are essentially becoming. And what's happening with that is that now these stablecoins, USDT, USDC, they are now an extension of the short-term treasury bills of the dollar. And that essentially means that now not just people, within the US having to purchase these treasury bills, but now literally you buy USDT or you buy USDC, you're essentially buying and holding a short-term treasury bill. So you're taking on this debt from the US in a very indirect way. And it's going to allow the US to do some crazy things down the road. They're going to be like, imagine if, for example, they decide to dump all of their gold. The US dumps all the gold and buys crypto with it. Devalues I mean, they're not going to do that, of course, but it'll devalue gold or lower its value significantly. It'll pump crypto, and just being able to have so much control worldwide of this debt. Okay, so now this debt isn't just in the hands of US people, but this debt is now like entering the global crypto market without you really knowing and seeing. The US is trying their best to keep the dollar alive, honestly, but it's inevitable what's going to happen long term. If Kas hits $100, won't there be too many Kas holders with multi-millions? That's the thing. You think a lot of people are going to hold Kaspa for $100? You don't think they'll sell at $10? Like, you don't think they'll sell at $30? There's going to be so few OG Caspians holding for $100. $100, Kaspa reaches about like 1 trillion market cap, something like that. I think maybe 2 trillion. Yeah, most won't hold. 22 years old. Nah, but I'll take the compliment. CCP 1989. My bad, don't really. Is that Chinese? I remember all the extended cycle talk back during the September 21 pullback. Ethereum could be at 6,500 by Halloween and 8K by mid-November, with Solana at 500. By then, talk of an extended cycle is premature. Yeah, honestly, I don't really care much about what these popular altcoins want to do, what Bitcoin even wants to do. I really do believe Kaspa can absolutely power its own cycle. How can it do so? Well, I mean, you could literally see right now, like with all this development that's ongoing, it's a bit in consolidation phase, and we're moving out of. Here's the bull market. Okay, this was a bear market. Look at the macro trends. The macro trends are starting to flatline. It's going to this 1,000 day moving average. They're flatlining. They're gravitating toward it. They're gravitating toward this macro support level. Here, this red trend here indicates that we are, and indicates the downtrend, the macro downtrend. But look at this. Trends are starting to flatten and move up slightly. Look at this, a little bit moving upward. This macro 1,000 day moving average is moving up. Okay, and it aligns with these higher lows as well. So it's really looking very, very good for Kaspa, especially at these prices. So about extended cycle talk, I think Kaspa is just going to experience its own cycle. Are other coins going to follow? Probably. Are other coins going to have their own cycle similar time? Probably. There's just so much room to grow and so much room to, like, going into 2026 to 2027. I think this is going to be a massive year for Kaspa. I think we could see that $1 Kaspa very, very reasonably. That's going to become a floor level as well. Bitcoin at 5 cents. Yeah. If Kaspa hits $100, yeah. Kaspa needs actual market makers that aren't Chinese exchanges running all its volume for perp liquidations until more liquidity. It's all sell side action. Yeah, I mean, whoever it is, it's obvious that they're hunting futures. They're hunting those liquidations. I forget what's the site. The site where you can see the liquidations happening. I did a post about it. I'm not going to find it. Here it is. Coinalyze. That's what it's called. Coinalyze. Yeah, you get the futures market. Let's look up Kaspa. Check out the liquidation. Okay. Yeah. Look, we got the exchanges hunt at someone. How much is this? $131,000. I think that's dollars. Or maybe that's Kaspa. Honestly, I don't know. But this is the liquidation map. Back here when yeah, when Kaspa will drop down to this massive sell. Look at this liquidation. It's the largest liquidation in Kaspa's history. I'm sure you guys remember this one. It's really scary, you know, when you see such a sharp drop, but you have to put in your mind that is the buying opportunity. That's your chance to load up. Load up cheap, and that's what exchanges do automatically. Like, they don't even have to be staring at the chart. That's why it's so it's just terrible how these exchanges keep making money off of people getting liquidated, because they don't have to do anything. Literally, once it's all automated. They get liquidated, and the exchange automatically buys that liquidated Kaspa for extreme discount. So once these liquidations happen, it's a bullish period. It's a bullish discount. Back down here, right here. So we'll see. We'll see what happens exactly. If another one of these crazy spikes happen, you already know you gotta be buying. You gotta buy it. Once that happened, look, it kind of created a floor at this low price that the market maker got in at. They loaded a ton of cash, but like this is either 100. What is that, like 1.4K? Is that 1,000? 1.4 thousand cash? No, that's got to be like, is that a million? 1.4 million? I don't know. But it's a lot of money. And you're just giving them. That's why I really don't suggest doing leverage. Don't touch leverage. Don't touch your leverage. You touch leverage and that Kaspa is no longer yours. If you want to leverage, get into the meme coins. Meme coins, you don't have a liquidation price. You don't have funding fees. The top meme coin, the leading meme coin of every single blockchain. Kaspa is a blockchain, by the way, but it's larger than a blockchain. It's a block DAG. Every single leading meme coin reaches multi-billions for the popular popular cryptos. It's literally your golden ticket. And for the people fading that, it's like, I feel bad, especially they're fading and they're getting liquidated over here playing with leverage. Just unfortunate. So what's up with on blockchain? Let me check out some more things. So we saw the WCAS transfer. Let's see what else is happening. As my job day trader, we get happy about the fear. That's really cool. That's so funny. That's the right mentality. You got to buy the fear. Once the fear comes, that's the time to be greedy. Can you stay cast somewhere now? Right now, no. But you will be able to stake cast in a way by providing liquidity to lending protocols. You're going to be able to earn money with Kaspa. You hold your Kaspa and you earn the fees, whatever type of fee the protocol has that rewards you for providing that liquidity. Because yeah, I mean, there's always going to be some sort of risk associated with smart contracts. Once you stake something, when you put something into a smart contract locker or whatever it is, you put that money and it's technically, if that smart contract has a backdoor, if that smart contract has some sort of flaw, you could get your Kaspa taken away from you. So that's why I suggest going, like, you don't have to rush to anything. Make sure it works. Also make sure that the application, the protocol, whatever you're using, the website, make sure it has an audit. That's very important. Because if it doesn't have an audit, maybe one day some hacker just shows up and finds the bugs that the audit would have found. That's why I really give a ton of kudos to what Nacho is doing with all their projects and all their protocol, like with the Zealous, with Moonbound, the Cap Bridge. It's all going to be audited. It's all audited. The bridge is going to be audited. It's currently being audited. Kaspa.com is also has their whole platform audited. So stick with things that are audited because, yeah, you don't want to. Smart contracts are scary business with how easy things can be hacked and stolen from you. Yeah, Nacho and Slow was 100x and 500x leverage. Yeah, essentially. It's a crazy thing. Kango's my biggest KRC20 bag. Yeah, you just gotta hold because a lot of KRC20 tokens they got hit hard. Okay, because Kaspa has been low. Keep in mind, Kaspa's low right now, extremely low, and yeah, it's not an all-time low, but it's like it's very low. Sentiment is also very low. Hype is also very low. Once you have all these lows, the leverage is also going to be kind of like going against you. The meme coins are going to be a little bit going against you. But get in at these lows and you're going to be solid. You're not going to have to worry about the FOMO on these type of like candlesticks over here. You know, get in at the lows and you're fine. You know, that's why holding the top KRC20, holding the top leading meme coin of Kaspa is what I personally do, what I personally suggest, because it maintains and like keeps those gains better than anything else. And it's not just with Kaspa, that's how it works. If yeah, it's a higher market cap, so technically it will have less of price gain on pumps, but on the dumps, you're not going to dump harder than other lower market cap tokens. So it's just better sustained long-term growth. That's what I like about it. Bybit has been stacking Kaspa. Tangent will have staking on for Kaspa soon. David, is that actually confirmed? Because I saw Tangent said they're going to introduce more crypto networks for staking, but I didn't see that they mentioned Kaspa. That would be so cool though, Because in order to have staking for Kaspa, they would need to integrate a lending protocol so that you could earn revenue by just like providing and staking that Kaspa. So it's like, yeah, I mean, these lending protocols, I mean, for example, Fervent Finance is not even on mainnet yet. Not by the looks of it. It seems like nothing is on mainnet. Yeah, I'm gonna check back in definitely like later today or tomorrow. And I don't know if I'm gonna do wait, testnet. Oh, I've done testnet. I don't know if I'm gonna do a live stream. Let me know if you guys like the live stream or not. It's my first like actual real Kaspa live stream. So I was kind of nervous about it, but seems like got a lot of people showing up. That's cool. Yeah, hit that like button. Let's go. Kaspa's gonna melt faces. What's your price prediction for Kaspa end of 2025? I mentioned this before, and I think I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you want to consider it conservative or not, but what I think is going to happen end of 2025 is that Kaspa sees a rise. It's going to rise. It's not going to be in a bull run, but it's going to be preparing for one. So I think by 2025, we could either see a retest of all-time high, or by the end of 2025, so 2026, I think we could see a retest of all-time high. I would be happy to see 15 cents. I think best case scenario, we see something like 40 to 70 cents. Like, it's just not that much time. Look at what just happened here. But keep in mind, look how much time it consolidated over here. Okay, this is at the 5 cent mark. Ton of consolidation, huge resistant level at 5 cents, and great support as well. Price moving up. It consolidated for many months. And look, in just basically 1 month, it had an enormous spike. That type of thing could happen. In just one month is all it takes for Kaspa to see immense growth. You have to keep that in mind. So yeah, you don't want to miss out. You do not want to be just like holding USDT waiting for the pump. No, you got to be getting your bag right now and prepare for it. And of course, if you're leveraging your Kaspa, as you should at these lows, in my opinion, in the top leading meme coin or meme coins or whatever ones you personally like are interested in, then boom, you're solid, you're set. All right, so cool, keep it up. Your live is so cool, keep it up. Hey Joey, that means a lot, honestly. Thanks, Jess. You did great. You did great, David. Yo, that means so much, guys. Honestly, that means so much because yeah. It is so early in the morning for me though. I am staying up. I'm kind of pulling an all-nighter. So it's kind of unfortunate that maybe if I do another live stream, I won't be able to like get into your guys' time zone. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll do another all-nighter again some other time. But yeah, it's Nakamoto consensus. No one can take it from you. Remember what you hold. True, Nakamoto consensus is so underrated, honestly. All you see in crypto, all the new VC coins, they're all proof of stake variations. All of them are trash. Every single one. Do whatever you want on proof of stake. It's no different than doing some sort of centralized supercomputer on traditional internet, whatever, traditional companies on the NASDAQ. Like, you're no different than Web 2. Proof of stake is not much different than Web 2. That's why Bitcoin is different. That's why Kaspa is different. Proof of work is different. Nakamoto consensus is what security is all about, and it's decentralized. With the whole node networks, like, we need more. We need more nodes. That's for a fact. I'm gonna try to be. I'm definitely gonna be working on getting my public node up and running. So everyone, like, let's see. We got 249 nodes right now. This number should grow. Let's try to bump it up. Every single one of us. It counts. Every single one of us. Every single one counts. Boom, a node there, node there, node there, node there, and they add up. If we can hit 300, that'd be so cool. Imagine by the new year we reach 300 nodes, and like It'll be cool to also track a chart of the active nodes. I think it's somewhere. Someone had a web page just for tracking stats on nodes. I should have bookmarked it. I'll have to check X another time for finding that, because yeah, the person was literally tracking the daily stats of active public nodes on Kaspa. It's kind of cool. Let's see, anything new from Kasplex? You guys see anything new from, let me check home. See if anyone's been tweeting some interesting stuff. Cast Media. I already saw this post from Michael Sutton. Breaking. Currency Wallet. Yeah, Currency Wallet definitely is legit. Seems cool. I haven't done too much research in this Kaspa invitation standard, but it seems very promising. I'll definitely want to look into it. Kaspa Analytics is tracking Kasplex L2 transactions on mainnet. That's sick. Yeah, just like Cast FYI. Cast FYI is also tracking those the mainnet transactions. So cool. Next big thing would be seeing hashtag in London about vprogs and L1 progress. That'll be cool. All right, so here's the announcement for Curve, the CAS EVM bridge project. Yeah. Yeah, it just seems like all the projects and protocols, like all the dApps and stuff like that, they just haven't really gone on to the mainnet yet. Kasplex launched the very first L2 on Cas. I'll keep it short. Congratulations. Yeah. So cool. This is a major milestone, guys. We literally are like, this is a part of Kaspa history that'll go down forever. Like this is literally history. So I'm so fortunate, so happy that I was able to stream this and the live stream. You know, I did do the test live stream, so it was cool that I was able to get this set up and running. I have 10 million Nacho and 120,000 Kaspa. Do you think I can make $1 million with either all of these tokens? Definitely, absolutely, you can. There's no doubt about it. 10 million Nacho is a solid. It's a solid stack of Nacho. 120,000 Kaspa. Well, that's a lot of. That's solid. That's huge. You have to think of it like, it's very easy to think about. Are you gonna make $1 million? Kaspa hits $10. You're making over $1 million easily. Of course, Kaspa is gonna hit $10. $10 is 200 about. It's a little over 250 billion market cap. Easily doable, especially in the next 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Of course, it's going to happen. It's a matter of time. Yeah, Kaspa is not a token. It is a coin. It is not a coin. It is the coin. The Telegram group is where all the developers are communicating. Yeah, there's an R&D channel for like the hardcore devs, and they're deving hard. If you're lucky to be able to understand at least one word of what they're saying. Kaspa's moving up again? Yo, for real? Yeah. Let me reload this chart. So yeah, 7.9 cents. It's doing good. It's it bounced up a little bit from the low. It's solid. It's good to see. I think this launch was very successful, extremely successful. Yeah, all the project protocols are not yet on the mainnet. Maybe they did it on purpose, just to make sure everything is smooth sailing and it makes sense. So once they got confirmation that everything is smooth sailing, they're like, they're probably going to just start onboarding or go launching on the mainnet slowly, like every one by one. I use currency. I've been buying and selling for months on it. Currency wallet. Yeah, I definitely should like make a video on currency, on Castle wallet, because those wallets have been really developing. I give them a lot of kudos. Like, that's pretty cool. At first, it's always when you see some new name pop up, it's like, oh my gosh, is this a scam? But once you see them actually developing and getting the new updates in for Kaspa, for their wallet and for whatever, they keep they keep updating after update after update. They're legit. They're part of the community. They want the best for the community. Been holding both these coins for a year, not selling. That's what I'm talking about. Kaspa Maxi, let's go. Kaspa for life. Kwai Network went up 30% last evening. Yo, that's interesting. What's up with Kwai? Kwai. Yeah, this whole Kwai thing, I was like, I looked into it a while back, and I was looking into it and talking with Shy about it. Not talking with him, I was like messaging him on X. And the whole thing with Kwai, it's like, it's interesting, but at the end of the day, it has a limitation that Kaspa doesn't have in terms of scalability. So yeah, I kind of forget all the exact details, but I'll definitely want to make videos looking into these specific, like all these other hot coins out there, because they are hard to fully understand, and it's sometimes hard to compare, especially in relation to Kaspa. But I promise you, Kaspa is significantly better. But the thing is, with these other coins, it's like, yeah, they're a lower market cap, so on pumps, they can pump more. And it's not a bad thing to invest just for the sake of, trying to ride those pumps. But that's what I mean. I'm a Kaspa Maxi. If I want to leverage and I want to gain those pumps, I'm looking into Nacho, for example, leading meme coin. That's my leverage. And I'm chill with it long term. It's a long term leverage. Eventually, it's going to have its wonderful green pump. When Kaspa pumps, it's going to pump. When do you think Kaspa could reach $1 for the first time? It's an interesting question. Like, I really do think it's going to happen in 2026. I think we could come close to it in 2025, but I think we need more time. Simple as that. 2026 could definitely be a huge year for Kaspa to reach $1, reach over it, use the dollar as a ground, like, support level. It's going to be very important. We're going to hit it, or we might just not even hit $1, but Kaspa might just, like, I think it's going to fall short of the dollar because people are going to want to sell before $1. It's just like one of those psychological things. They're going to probably sell at 70 cents, 75 cents. And it's not like, I've seen it a lot in a lot of different stocks, a lot of different cryptos. Like, for example, Dogecoin, it peaked at 70 cents before, I think 70 or 75 before coming back down. A lot of these other ones, they're pumping up a ton. They peaked at like 70 cents or $70 instead of $100. They come back down, and then that gives the opportunity to blast off and take out that psychological level. And once it does that, it's, guess what? It's liquidating shorts. Exchanges are also playing with people. They're playing on people's future positions, and they're liquidating people, and they're getting the coins for cheap in a very unfair way, in my opinion. It's kind of, that's just what centralized exchanges do. I don't want to say that word. Zila Swap said they are not rushing. Goonboy just said wait for announcement for mainnet. That's cool. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear projects aren't rushing to mainnet. It's good to hear. Goonboy. Yeah, I know you meant that. The Kas fails, crypto fails. It's just a fact. That's why Kaspa won't fail, because crypto won't fail. Like, Kaspa is crypto. Kaspa is everything crypto was supposed to become. Crypto is meant to become. Of course, Kaspa will not fail. Absolutely not. And the Kaspa community will not let Kaspa fail as well. Keep that in mind. Wallet holder number 2 will not let Kaspa fail. I promise you that. We go to top addresses and see what's been happening here. It's slow loading. All right, it's not Kaspa wallet number 2 anymore. It's Kaspa wallet number 3. Bybit took over the number 2 spot. But this wallet here, I promise you, is not going to let Kaspa fail. $70 million, $60 million. There's a lot of people in the community too that hold a lot of Kaspa. They're not going to let it fail. Yeah, I mean, look at this, for example. You ever think about it? The Rust Fund, the Dagnite Fund, like, that's wild. It's just wild. Dagnite is approaching. Rust already happened. Like, this is a lot of money, and honestly, I have no idea what's happening with it. I'm sure that's maybe like one reason Shy was like kind of got upset perhaps that he wasn't getting really paid or wasn't getting, I feel like what he deserved from Kaspa in terms of finances, when he just looks at these funds filled with millions of dollars and none of it is going toward him or none of this money is being used. So it's kind of strange. And of course this money it has like a lot of probably like multi signatures from treasurers, OG Caspians. I don't know exactly the details, but this money can power a lot of things. So it'll be interesting to see how it gets used and when it gets used. And yeah, I don't know. Let me know if anyone has any more info on that as well. What could be the reason why Kaspa still hasn't listed Kaspa? Well, why Binance still hasn't listed Kaspa? So my main theory is just Binance wants to list Kaspa once all this development is on the mainnet. So once Kasplex L2 is on mainnet, once Igra Labs is on mainnet, once Dagnite is released. So it's like, why would you want to list it, for example, before all of this? Because then you're going to have to do some major maintenance. It's going to cost you a lot of money to be able to integrate all this new development, all these new features, all these new protocols. So yeah, that's why I think it's either they're waiting for Kasplex or they're waiting for both Kasplex and Igra Labs, because these are two different networks that will need two different integrations essentially. And especially if Binance is not paying for the listing, like they want to cut down costs. It just makes sense for them on a financial perspective. Is that 100x meme also decentralized payment method? Oh my gosh. No, the 100x meme on Kaspa is not a, I mean, you could call it a decentralized payment method. It's not a decentralized payment method. Memes on Kaspa are like the leverage. They're the trader's leverage. That's what they're used for. That's what meme coins are used for. That's why the meme coin industry is so large. They're like the casino. They're the leverage. The leading meme coin of every single blockchain is the leverage. It's not like, yeah, that's the whole narrative behind it, I guess. It's like the decentralized leverage. You don't have that liquidation. You don't have that traditional risks. So you said 4 is Qcoin. That's interesting. I want to see. 4 is Qcoin, 6 is Kraken, 8 is still unknown. Interesting. So this one apparently is Qcoin. 3 is unknown. Yeah, I actually helped get this wallet here tagged. That was cool. Yeah, I mean, these are massive wallets. I still have, if number 3 isn't Binance, I don't know what, like, what is it, Coinbase? Like, you don't have many more options left. Who could have so much money and such a interest in Kaspa? They should have used some of those funds for listings. Honestly, that's the bad thing about having these labels here, because exchanges are seeing these funds and they're like, oh, okay, just give me 100 million Kaspa and we call it a deal. Like they're probably assuming that Kaspa has the money for listings, and they know the community could technically probably get this money somehow. That's like the one bad thing about having these labels. So it might be biting us. I don't know. But that's why it's good to see that these funds haven't been touched, because if they get touched, then exchanges could be like, oh look, that's an active wallet, that's an active fund. You should put those funds for listing. Otherwise, I'm not going to list you. Like exchanges could do that. So who knows? OKX was wallet, that large one, number 3. You think OKX is wallet number 3 for real? OKX doesn't have Kaspa listed. That's the thing. You think wallet number 3 is OKX? Could be. The large one, number 3. Wait, what's that one wallet that was like the number 2 wallet that no one knew what it was? Was that number 3? I forget. They keep on loading up on Kaspa, so you can't even like track the balance. You have to like memorize the address. Or just bookmark the address. Yeah, exactly. Jay Smith, how do you know Burke, how do you know that it's OKX? I didn't say nothing. Bruh, you leaking or something? You work for OKX? OKX has such a large, like, vested interest in Kaspa since for a long time now. Like, they've been in, I think they're very close. They're working very closely with Kaspa zkEVM. Like, they might be a very large investor in zkEVM in the Kaspa Ecosystem Foundation. So it would not surprise me if they're number 3. That would actually make sense. Yeah, I would definitely prefer if it was Binance. If that was CZ's personal wallet. But hey, pickers can't be choosers. Is that the phrase? Shy mined 5 million Kaspa and many more. And you said that on Bitcoin podcast takeover, they all are set up for life. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, of course the developers are set up for life, but Shy doesn't have 5 million Kaspa though. I thought Shy said he has 3 something million Kaspa. Maybe he mined 5 million and sold some. But no, Shy definitely doesn't have more than 5 million. He's mentioned it before. Like, yeah. If he does, then he does. I mean, it's not really a big deal. But the cool thing is that Shy also still very strongly believes in Kaspa and he's holding. 3 isn't Binance, we're good. Yeah. Nah, we're good, we're good. If 3 isn't Binance, then Binance is still down here accumulating. That's the other side of it. The flip side. Always got to stay positive. It could be this one right here. So there's always a positive outlook. We've been witnessing history today. Dagnite and Sparkle will be significantly more important, but today is the beginning of a new future. Well said, Crypto J. Literally, today is just an incredible milestone. It's like that first stepping stone for DeFi. Someone had to be the first. Someone had to take the major risk, especially of rushing everything. Yeah, I mean, Kasplex could have done it a lot better. They could have not postponed. But here we are right now, and everything's working. There's not any sort of systematic failure. It's a success. Trying to use ZealSwap still says testnet. Yeah, ZealSwap is holding off. They're being patient. They're making sure everything's working before going to mainnet. I heard. Apparently Goonboy said an update with that it might be maybe a day or two. I don't know. Be honest, your wallet number 3, bro. I'd wish. Oh man. Kaspa bleed. Yes, number 3 is the old number 2. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because there was a period where they switched up. Let's check on the Kaspa price. Let's see what's been going on. Don't think anything new happened on Twitter. Official. Oh, check this out. We got an official contract address for Nacho. Always verify the address. The only bridge for Nacho will be CapBridge once it goes live. Okay, it looks like CapBridge is not live yet, but this is the official address for Nacho. All right, let's get this added right now. It's not, yeah, sooner the better. Let's go to tokens. We're on MetaMask right now. How do I do it? DeFi? Huh. I'm noob. Oh, there we go. These 3 little buttons right here. Import token. Select. Kasplex Network. Token address. Yeah, there it is. It pops up. It's officially launched on mainnet. Nacho's officially launched. This might be the first launch for any token. Besides WCAS, the wrapped version. That's dope. So don't really have any info yet on it, but this is the official EVM contract address for Nacho. So get this added to your wallet. And there you go. So once CapBridge goes live, you'll be able to bridge your L1 tokens to the L2, and you'll be able to use things like ZealSwap. You'll be able to stake your Nacho tokens. You know, it would be very cool if Fervent Finance you could like lend out your Nacho tokens and earn revenue from it by lending it out. It looks like it's just Kaspa though. That makes sense. It's just there's not much liquidity, especially right now on Nacho. There's not like, so imagine if someone gets like, I don't know, liquidated from this type of thing. Uh, yeah, basically this lending protocol needs that really strong liquidity in order to uh, have high confidence in borrowing and supplying. Because yeah, it's just how it works. So that's cool. Very cool. Got it at just added it. Pretty darn cool. 100% CryptoJ loves them too. Nacho teams are very busy. Poor Ashen. Oh my gosh, poor Ashen, honestly. The guy is never sleeping. He's always working. Luckily, the mining pool is calm, so I'm here, and the others can manage the L2. Oh my gosh. CryptoJ, actually, a friend of mine noticed that they're mining on Cat Pool. Seemed like the hash rate was stagnant. It was still having hash rate, but wasn't getting rewards. I don't know. I DM'd that one Kai developer, so I'll see what's up with that. Probably some sort of glitch. I don't know. Yeah, Kaspa. Let's go. Shy mind. Yeah. Okay. Ethereum and Solana also postponed smart contracts. It happens to everyone. Like, there's not a single crypto that had a perfect launch, that like launched with literally everything on the table. No, it's everything in iterations. And Kaspa is at the literal ground level floor in terms of development, in terms of adoption, in terms of price. Yeah, I mean the price is still like very much up. I mean, this was the ground floor. But at this level here, it's very fair. Worth 2 billion. Currently worth 2 billion, but it's in reality it's worth 2 trillion. Not bad. Not bad if I say so myself. Let's check out what else is happening on the homepage. Oh, Casware. Okay, wait, what's going on? How to add Kasplex zkEVM to mainnet. Process is quite straightforward. Already did that. Very cool. I would have hoped they had like the Casware wallet automatically do that for you. But no. Maybe they will. Oh my gosh, I have a visitor. Nacho came to visit. My little Nacho. His name is Sevi. Look at him. He's so cute. Literally, Nacho IRL. He'll just stay right here. Ugh. I was on Cat Pool for mining, but since Crescendo, they didn't move to solo, so I had to move. I told them to move. What are you doing? You looking something? By hit and miss, there are some not included in the 12-hour payout cycle, then included on another. Yeah, that's what I noticed, CryptoJ, that on Cat Pool mining, the mining pool, it seemed like it all caught up eventually, the rewards. So I'm really not worried about it. Payments have been hit and miss. Yep. Nothing is lost fund-wise. Yeah, that's good to hear. So that's what's up. Let's see with Kaspa one more time here in the price. Still doing pretty good at 7.9 cents. Nothing really crazy happening. But it's good to see that it kind of spiked up a little bit from 7.5 cents to 7.9. I mean, I don't know if that's really a spike, but like at with the price action we've been seeing, any little gain is an opportunity to celebrate, honestly. Bruh, I gotta call this guy out. This Domir guy. I called him out before. This guy, this handle was the handle for Kaspa coin, and CoinX basically exposed him. So this guy was literally this guy was running Kaspa coin, and now Kaspa coin essentially was just a rug, a slow rug, a rug. The developer left. This was the developer. This guy was running Kaspa coin. This was the previous handle of this was Kaspa coin, and now he changed his whole identity But guess what? CoinX is still linked to this same X account. So, oh my God. I exposed him, and I still want to expose him some more because it's not cool. And I heard he didn't say anything about it, too. I made a whole post about it. He ignored it. Someone else DM'd him, and he said, "Oh, I was given this account. This is not originally my account." It just made no sense. So, whatever. Bad actors are out there. That's why I always stick with projects and teams that are doxxed, that are not anonymous. Not being anonymous is a red flag. You take on inherent risk when the person or people behind your project are like unknown or anonymous. They could just get up and leave one day. And this is what happens with this fella right here. He got up and left, and now he's just promoting his his tangent promo, I guess. So yeah, Kasplex zkEVM. There we go. I'm probably gonna like end the stream if that's it. Like, seems like everything is kind of waiting patiently. But once all these other protocols, these different applications start coming online, it's going to be very exciting. It'll be really cool to see also the TPS and how Kaspa handles everything. That'll be really fun to see. So maybe I do another live stream, or maybe I'll just do a video and release that video. Let me see what chat's been up to. Payments. Work, unfortunately, with Ashton on the Kaspa experience and quite a few other projects. It slowed some of the progress. We do have some features ready to go, but need Ashton review. That's cool. Good to hear. Yeah, Ashton's been so busy with the Kaspa experience. But man, he's always busy with something. So that's awesome. So incredible. I'd love to move back, but I need solo. Yeah, definitely. Got to get that solo miners some love. Burke, others also want it. It's something I'll push for once the dust has settled. And hopefully we can get that in place in the near future. Good to hear. That'd be sweet. I love Nacho rewards while mining. Yeah, it's honestly sick. So guys, thank you for stopping in and watching the stream. I'll definitely want to stream again because while I have everything set up, and it was honestly kind of fun. A lot more fun than I thought it'd be. It greatly helps the profitability. Yeah, every single Nacho. Literally, you're mining Kaspa and Nacho at the same time, essentially. It's pretty cool. So yeah, on that note, guys, I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks for stopping in and experiencing this incredible milestone for Kaspa. Yeah, it's not as hyped and as cool as Dagnite, for example, or VProgs, but this is a major milestone, a major stepping stone for DeFi ecosystem adoption on Kaspa. This is what Kaspa was made for, honestly. It's not just peer-to-peer cash, but it is the perfect finance solution. Perfect solution for programmable crypto. It's the solution that Ethereum has been trying to achieve since inception. It's Solana, but decentralized. It's Solana, but without the downtime. Solana without transaction failure. Kaspa is the upgrade. It is the solution. It is the solution of the Trilemma and of the entire crypto industry. You already know. That's why you guys are here. So if you haven't heard, do your real research, and peace out, guys. Crypto J, Burke, David, you guys are legends. Shout out to you guys. Oh, I wish you luck, Crypto J. The little girl is had a little disaster. All right. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.